Welcome back to the Warhammer 40k Dark Vengeance box. Last time I got 4 of the models out of it done. There's quite a few more to come, so let's get on with this. So, I went for the bikes last time because, I believe I'm going to be leaving the Dreadnought until last because you got to work your way up to something, right? So I believe next up is Company Master Balthazar? Yes, that's what it looks like. Ooh, don't fall over. It's okay, I will stop being a mess at some point and this will be less funny. So I'm going to need one of these like bases. Let's get you back over where you can see. So I'm going to need one of these bases. And number 34. So, 42 is obviously not... What? What do you mean by not part of it? Okay. 34? Are you here? $33? Oop, that's the body. That's one of the bits I'm looking for. Whoa, okay, you really were facing the wrong way, weren't you? Ooh, that is a thin fiddly bit there. Let's get those little bits off the bottom. And that little bit off the shoulder because, you make the shoulders look nice. Now we need to find 34 through 36. That's 35, so that's one of the bits we're looking for. Just do some cleaning up. And a little bit to either side. I'm guessing it goes in like that in the end. But that means we now need to find 36 and 34. So 34 is a body holding a big sword. That looks like it. It's number 33. Let's clean it up a little. A little bit along the edges. Ow! Okay, that's relatively clean. I mean, I just missed a little bit, but I'm going to destroy that blade in the process. So the last bit I need is 36, which is a pack, which is up here. So just pop that off. Yep, then a little bit here. Okay, and that is every part. I think this is my one from yesterday, but we'll find out whether that's not a good start. Okay, I think this is the one from yesterday, because like the needle actually comes out. And a little bit around here, because that's also a bit apparently. Oh, and down the line with the cloak. And of course, stick the head in, because we remember how well this goes, right? So, head in, body on. Squish, squish. That's a big sword he's got, to be fair. But it looks like it's complete, so that's a good start. Get a little bit on the back. I gotta say, this is a lot easier than the regular sets to make. Like usually when you're making a set, like this bit takes ages. Now will you fit onto this pad? Nope. It's okay. I saw this coming yesterday. When I was looking through them, they, yeah, none of them were cast, well, they were cast well, but not good enough to fit. So now he'll fit. It just needs a little bit of a clean up. Now I'm going to say the same as I said on the last ones. That I think they made those miscastings intentionally, so that people would feel the achievement of actually doing something and make them want to actually do more of the work themselves. So, there you go. Just dragging that round, not a problem. So we can chuck a Balthasar here. Attach head first. Yep. I can tell that by the basic design. Apparently the next up is Librarian Termiel. So is the Librarian on this? It does look like it, so 37? Yes, there you go. Let's chuck that back on. And we can get this little section off the top of the head. That's the main body clear. 38 is his hand, so we're looking for an outstretched hand on here. That is an outstretched hand, so 38, yes. Then we need 39, which is a hand holding a sword. It's got to be that one. So we separate out that one. And then the last is number 40, which is his pack. And my bet is that one, which it is. So if we just cut those. And get a little base. So if we come down here, grab that. Okay, that's good enough. Good. And we get to clear off this little one. It's not the most dignified way to treat a librarian, but I think he'll be okay. We'll look for everything's clear. Now he already has a head, so we don't need to worry about making sure it's on first. Let's get rid of these little nubbins. Try not to take off the hand with it. We've already done that, and there weren't any on the blade this time. Which I think is really good, because the blade is like the hardest part to clear. Also, the reason why all Warhammer weapons end up so big, there's only a finite amount of detail you can actually put on these. So I mean, that sword is long. That sword is, what, about 1.5 arm lengths? Now, actual sword wise, that's huge. It's definitely a two-hander that he's got in that one hand. This one is pretty much the height of the person holding it. And if you've ever held a 6-foot sword, you'd know it's a pain in the butt. Okay, just put a little bit in there, a little bit in there, a little bit around the edges. And then we can pop it together. Now, I'm not really bothering dry fitting this time, but there you go. And I know not dry fitting is actually a problem in reality, because if any of this goes wrong at all, I am absolutely doomed. But these ones have been simplified so far that I don't think I actually need to worry. I mean, I say that, and I had problems yesterday, so... So you're going to pop in, or going to give me trouble? Okay, you're going to give me a bit of trouble. That's fine. Okay, now you just pop in. Just need to get a little bit around the feet, around there, and just do a line along the bar. Okay, and we get a librarian. To note, when I'm saying these swords are stupidly sized, that's realistically sized hand and a half. It's just a bit over standard. And I mean, this is a actual person-sized sword. It doesn't even fit on camera, and if I ever make another thing like this, if I ever make another one like that, the filming is going to be so fun. But that second one that doesn't even fit in the workshop properly and you can't film it is the size of, like, the, well, that one's much thinner, but, sorry, this one is much thinner, but it is as dullly proportioned. And also, if you've ever tried walking through a door with a sword that size on your back, you can't. To be fair, I made an accurately sized Space Marine chainsword, considering the size that they are. And I had to take it apart years ago, but that there is the size of the little writing plate on the side. I may have taken it apart years ago, but I keep big pieces of it because, heck, it was a lot of work to make that thing. So, next up is Veteran Sergeant Raphael's up next, apparently. So we need standard base, and then we need 65, 66, 67 and 68. Now, I've been quite lucky so far at the fact that all of these have been on the same sprue, but I think that luck's about to come to an end. That's 66, which is one of them. It's a start. It is the joy of being a cosplayer. You just have masses of giant swords for no real reason. If you ever need to make a point, just giant sword, it's fine. So 65, which is a body holding a chainsword, which is you. And this one. You've really got to think through your action. Oh, she says as she doesn't think through her actions. You've got to really think through your actions when you're taking these out. Okay, backpack with a big flag on it, which is 68. That is correct. And the next up is the dude holding a plasma pistol. So it's got the head of the dude and the gun. That should be easy enough to find, right? $67? Oh, that's the back of the head. Okay. That's why it looked like a grenade. I was looking at the other side of it, and I mean, don't get me wrong, but that's easy enough to mistake. Sorry, that would be easy enough to mistake for a grenade. But it's a guy. The pack should be here, so each of these are like 4 pieces, so far this has been pretty easy. But yeah, this is a beginner set, so and we'll find out later on when I actually get into the hard sets. But I'm betting this is the be nice to them phase. Because, you know, actual product wise, you don't want to go in and just go, haha, you're not good enough, get out of here. Because if you do that, they don't come back. And I know these are quite expensive models, but repeat customers are always better than you know, someone who buys one set and goes, nah, screw this, I'm never touching it again. I mean, it's basic common sense, right? Same as they have like beginner level for all model kits. You did say, so I should, yes. Okay, now this is almost guaranteed to be a problem, so let's switch that to the camera that's not going to vibrate. Do note there is some real bad vibration. I can see that camera shaking, so be glad I changed it. Also, the intent of having that camera is to have a big camera facing inwards when I'm doing the big projects. It just happens to be useful on a stand for this. Okay, and put some across the front of the body. Pop his little chest on. Crap, I forgot the little nubbin on the chainsword. Now last up. Okay, and well, together at least. Let's see if it actually fits, because this is the one thing I've had fitting problems with. I mean, it isn't as bad with these. You only make a mistake because the glue isn't quite as vicious. And yes, I'm going to go off on super glue again. But also, yeah, that chainsword is not a... Pretty much, that's a longsword territory. Oh, it's longsword territory. So we're getting through these at quite a rate now. It's amazing, the less modification I have to do, the faster we go through. Do I have a pen or something? Because I really should be like marking out which ones I've done. You know, it's gonna save me weight coming back and like, because this is not going to be an all-in-one thing. Don't tell me I have everything here but a pen. That very much sounds like me. How can I not have a pen? I have an entire studio, no pen. Again, just grab a pencil. I'm sure I had a big box of them in here or something like that. I usually do. Nope, no pen. Oh well. That's an entire box of pencils. Huh. Nope, just a large box of pencils, no pens. It's odd. Well, just sharpen the pencil. Straight onto the floor as a true anarchist. Those done. You're done. You're done. And that's the start of chaos. So, right. So next up is Dark Angel Space Marine with Plasma Cannon. It's evidently where they stopped naming them. So we need number 69. Get out your system. 70, 71, 72, and 73. No standard marine helmet changes with Terminator. So let's see. We need number 69. Apparently that's this little fella. These are Imperials. They are quite well known for every one of them is male. So that's 69. And 70 is a big off gun. Sorry, why am I even censoring myself? It's fine. It's a big fuck off gun. I mean, if you have another way of describing this. I mean, I have a thing for making oversized weapons. This could well end up being something I make just because it's huge. But then, of course, I mean, I have to pick on something else but Warhammer for cosplay. A while. There it is. It's on the other side of the chair. Okay, then 71, which is a little end cap off that, which is separate for probably moulding reasons. 'Cause whoop, off it comes. Then 72 and 73. 72 is an arm, which is over here. And there. And 73 is a very large backpack. I mean, it's not Terminator, but it feels like it should be. And I mean, it goes together so obviously that I don't really need the instructions, but okay, you've got that little section and you cleared out. Okay, just a little bit more across the shoulder and you're done. Get that bit's clear, get that little bit off. There you go. Get that bit's cleared off and a little bit off the top of the side. And finally, to clear up this big gun. So yeah, my best guess is these have been separated out because getting that circle on the front would be quite difficult to do with a moulding, I guess. I mean, I can't think of any other reason why you'd separate them out. Don't know if you can hear it, but there's someone out there revving their engine. And we might as well clear out this little base as well. Whoops. Now the base doesn't usually have the thing in. The base doesn't usually have that little hole in. That's a addition for this one, so okay, so first up we tack this little bit on here. Squish. So of course that's where you'd start. Then put this little back on. I like the fact that we've got little square pegs now coming out instead of just get the two solid surfaces to stick and hope for the best. Because normal model kits that I've encountered from Games Workshop, I'll literally get this bit to stick on there, work it out. that's a little that bit on there. These ones here, the pins are actually holding it in the right location, they're aiming the right way. You don't have to fight them into position, they just work. Also, I'm sure they sell actual glue for this, but I really can't, I've really never found anything that competes with one which actually has the little nib on it out there. It's like, yeah, I used to build this straight out of a tube like toothpaste, and heck, that was hard controlling the flow on that. So yeah, we've got a Space Marine with a plasma cannon, because heck, why do you need a name at this point? Whoop, just prop them back up. So we get to cross off that one. What does the gear symbol mean? Choice of parts. Ooh. So I get to choose between the... Oh, sorry, no. Plasma gun, but it doesn't say what the other option is. It's 74 and 75. But this one is a standard base. Sorry, this is annoying. These lot over here are getting all skewed. I don't like it. You can stop right now if it likes. Okay, so I've got to track down 74, 75. 74 is the one that it's showing, 75 is a bolter. Well, I think I'll give them the plasma gun because I'm not using this in the game, I don't care. I think the plasma gun is more cool. That's good enough for me. Body is 92. And that's not on this sprue, so... $92 is you. Okay, and the backpack is 87. Oh, sorry, no, 93. 93, 98, 97, 96. 84, 93. It is 93, yes. I would hate to give a loyalist a Chaos backpack. They'd be so upset with me. That one's cleaned off. Just give this a little bit of a rub down. Okay, is there anywhere else? A little bit on the shoulder. little bit over the head. And get some off the gun. Okay, yep, and that's all 3 bits. So let's clean this out because that does not look good. I mean, you can see how much that little camera's wobbling, right? So we just come back, and this one should be easy enough. It's just a backpack gun, stick to the base, so it should take about... Let's make sure we have fit first. Yes. Okay, put the little pack on. Hey, we might actually make it for all the loyalists this time. A line along there, bit along there, bit on the bottom of the feet, just make sure you remain stuck. And there you go. We have a standard Space Marine with a plasma gun. I gotta say, this team really favours plasma. I should do something about that. But I won't. Okay, so next up is Space Marine with a bolt gun. Apparently the thing had an agreement with me on that. So I need to find 88. 88, you are not on here. So 88, A6, A7, are any of you on here? No, you are not. So 98, oh sorry, that's 86, which is the body for this particular Marine. Just pop you out. Then 88, which is his gun. There, here, and here. And then 87, which is the pack. 87. I've seen very few purity seals on this. I'm guessing this group's pretty new if they have so few seals. don't want to take off any details meant to be there, so you've got to be pretty careful. But it is entirely optional. You could just choose not to, but okay. And swap up to that camera so I can write this. I gotta say, rubbing the surface down like that hurts now. This has got... God, this table is like 5 years worth of glue, like hot glue and chemical glue and everything else actually just stuck all over it. And paint, and writing, and pencil marks. Heck, you know, everything. Because when I first got this table, I thought like, tell you what, I'll keep this for like a few months, and then I'll probably rack it, and then move on to the next one. Because that's what I did with my previous table. But no. 5 years later, I'm still on the same table. And there we have a Marine with a bolt gun, because heck, we needed something that wasn't plasma. You know, I'd like a weapon that doesn't explode on me. So, next up is Deathwing Terminator Sergeant Barachil. Look, stop making writing so small. But that's 41, 44, 42 and 43. So 41 through 44. And this one is on a bigger base. So it's on one of these. So 41 on. So here is 41. Heck, this one is a big boy. Okay, it's only given me one locking pin, which is concerning because there's two in the base, but that's not something I can't deal with independently, so oh, I am glad I cut that where I did. Turns out that was actually the correct place. So we've got 41. 44, I don't know what that is, but oh, it's a, I think it's a head that's standing on. Okay, that makes sense. So it's 44, 42 and 43. What type of gun? Oh, I know, we have like the big feathery head thing, which is 42, which is here. Let's switch over to the side. And we can go down to that camera. We'll be fine. Oh, out it goes. And the last one is the holding of a flamer, actually. It's 43. Is it a flamer? No, it is a variety of bolter. I believe it's a storm bolter, but I'm not entirely sure. But there's all 4 parts. You know, excluding the base, because that base is sort of a general part. It's not specified, so I'm not that bothered about it. You are going to go in, right? That'll go. Oh, you're a Chaos Marine's head. Why would they make them so small? Ow. Ow. I understand making them like a really precise fit, because that's fine, but do you see how sharp this little bugger is? With that really sharp point, trying to get that into a small hole. I mean, did the designers actually make these things? Just make Set get like the 5th stabbing in the hand and just go, maybe no. Maybe we make this one like blunt. Yeah, I know, it is a Warhammer thing to have everything be sharp and nasty, but I did not remove the pointies, did I? Oh, sorry, and all the bits that I didn't need. But yeah, if you're going to do a precise fit on something, don't make it something really sharp you have to install. I mean, we're gluing them anyway, right? So there's no need for that level of sharpness. Okay, and well, a little bit wobbled, but and there you go. A little bit of detail behind of having a Chaos Marine defeated. Just a little bit unfair. I mean, we've got 1 Chaos Marine and now, what, 9, 10 loyalists? I might have to put them on different shelves. I do not want them fighting. But that's another one done. So, the next one is a Deathwing Terminator with Assault Cannon and Power Fist. That's starting to sound like an interesting weekend, but so the parts that I need will be 45, 46, 7, 8. So we start off at 45, which is this one. Nope, you're still stuck. So that's 1. And next up is 47, which is the assault cannon. Rather obvious which one this is. That thing's pretty beefy. Okay, we can just tear that one out. I don't really care. Now, where is a body with a power fist? That would be you. Okay. And the last up is a something on a peg. That something appears to be a variety of head. It's really hard to tell what it's supposed to be, but... and one of these big circular ones, of course. That one seems to be a specific one, because all the other holes are like off to the side. See, all of these are off to the side, but this one seems very specifically in a different location to the others. Which means that one must be for something specific. One, two, three, four. We've got 5 of them. Chaos only get one thing that has big foot separation, so that one must just be an extra or something. Huh. Okay, there's nothing in the instructions that explains its presence. Okay, looks clear enough. Let's get these little bits off the bottom. That'll be good. And honestly, we don't really care about that one if it's dead. Anyone asks, the old cosplayer excuse stands. For those of you who don't know, the cosplayer excuse is battle damage. Nope, it is literally held upwards. Put some around the feet, a little bit around the peg. That's about the point. I remembered I didn't drill it. To note when doing that, be careful, the drill's dangerous, and I think everyone knows the warning by now, but as I showed at the start, it's possible to get them in without the drill, but okay. And we have Terminator with an autocannon. Is autocannon? Yes. Assault cannon. Hey, look at me getting names wrong like a pro. Ooh, and we only have 2 more. Interesting. So the next up we have Deathwing Terminator with Stormbolter. I knew that's where it was. And Chainfist. Because what's better than a fist? A chain of fists. Oh, there's 2 of that one. Okay. So we need 49 through 52 and another one of these bases. So 49, is that you? It looks like you. Flip it over so I can actually see the numbers. 49. Ooh, and you're out. Then 50, which is you. Oh. Then 50 is, sorry, we've already got that. 51 is his gun. Okay, there's not much left on that sprue, but 51 is on here. And the last bit is 52, which... no. So we go have a look at the next one. And we really already have everything of note from this, but... that's a 49, and... nope. No. I've probably used it on something already, knowing me. So I have a feeling 48 has been previously used. Yeah, what did I add? I probably used 52, didn't I? Okay, so this one's going 48 instead, because I think I've already used 52 by... yeah, 52 was there. I've used it by accident. Hey! Look at me following instructions. And we've got the alternate gun for the one that wasn't used over there. So that sprue goes in the used pile. There's a significantly sized used pile in here now. So let's just clear this one up a bit. Get rid of the little notches. clear off the bottom. Okay, we can take that bit off the top. I don't think that's supposed to be there. And this bit here that looks, yeah. Okay, and the last bit, clean off the gun arm. I don't know where there's a little additional bit is. There it is. Let's go around the back here. Now, it's going to pop this one. Oh, no, that's the bottom. Okay, I had it upside down. Whoops. Oh well. Let's put a little bit in there. No, I haven't drilled those holes yet, have I? So let's get the drill back up. That was stupidly close. And should just go straight in because I've expanded the holes. Now when I'm doing well, that was unpleasant. I still haven't got it, but I'm working on it. Okay, and there we are. We have another little Terminator. Apparently we have 2 left, according to the instructions. Okay, that's better. Mostly got that out. Now this one is 76. 7689. Yeah. But if there are 2 of them, that explains what these are for. So I can just pop this off. Boop. 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 And it's out. 77 is part of it. Yes. As is 78. Now this one is Devouring Terminator with Storm Bolter and Power Fist. If that sounds familiar, yeah, it does. Okay, and that's all 4 parts for that one. Yeah, it is. So then we've got this one over here where 76, 7, 8, 9. So we've got the same pieces on this one. If I'm making 2 identical units, I may as well do them both at once. But once I'm done with these 2, that's it for the Loyalists. Which means I'm going to stop for the day, and next time we'll be coming back with the Chaos units, because yeah, I'm not just going to make one set and leave it, am I? Note, I'm sitting on a solid wooden stool and I was getting circulation back in my feet. Which holes are they actually drilled normally? So this is the one that's usually drilled. Okay, I will see how effectively it covers that up. If it doesn't, then it just means I have some work to do. I have an additional little bit of it. I'm thinking I'd just put a greebly there, as is tradition for this. Hey look, this mistake. Just chuck something over it. No one will spot it, it'll be fine. Okay, again, the bits on the floor I do not care about. They don't matter at all because, well, they're broken. So they're like broken and defeated. They're supposed to be broken, so it doesn't really matter. No, you over there where you're safe. So we stick the little Terminator body on, like that. Back to the right camera for this shot. Then just put some on the arm. Oh, sorry, that's someone else's skull. Just put a little bit along the base of the foot, around the bag. So my goal is to basically cover the whole of the foot. Then I don't need to worry about any greeblies or anything else. But if I fail to cover up the peg of the foot, or if I fail to cover up the peg hole, then I'm going to have to do some of my trickery and make it look good. It's looking like the foot's going to be real close, so we may just salvage it with no work. So the bases of these are like pretty blank at the moment, and you can, of course, if you want, decorate them. And where it gives you choices, like it'll be, oh yeah, you can choose between choice between this gun and this one. That means that you have something to decorate the bottom of your base with now. So it's like you have a selection of heads that you can use. Well, you want to put a head on a spike, that's how you do it. The one on the spike is the one that didn't get chosen. You want to give them some absolutely ridiculous missile on the shoulder? Well, just get a model kit that's a bigger scale. And then like anti-aircraft missile. I'm sure that I will be hated for all of that, though. You know, ultimately, you get to choose what your model looks like. It doesn't matter what everyone else says, unless you're in a competition and they have rules that state, then you know you've got to play by those. I mean, there have to be some lines drawn on doing whatever you want, and they're usually competitions. Look at that. Foot perfectly placed to block it. Sorry. Foot perfectly placed to block over the hole. Excellent. And I put the little head on the ground first. But I don't like leaving little bits on sprues, so it just means I have to keep the sprue just in case I ever want that bit. And I mean, do I look like someone who has space for all that? If you're wondering, the answer is no. Okay, so this gun has a hand on it, so we're going to have to do something about that. Okay, so it's mangled, but it's supposed to be broken and on the floor. So there's a little bit there which resembles a hand. Admittedly, it's not my best work. I'll give it that. But also means that I know you seem to have, yeah, you seem to have a pretty blank back, so. Oh wow, okay, I missed an entire hand that was stuck on it. So, let's undo that. I'm going to go back up to the main because this is going to be a lot of filing and I can't guarantee the camera's stability. Okay, so I need to flatten off a little bit more at the front. Get rid of the rest of that hand. So I've just got to keep cleaning out my file because it's getting filled up with swarf. Okay, now go in with the edges of the shop file. Now this is quite a mangled wreck of a gun, but I mean, if I'd correctly accounted for that front end, this would have worked a lot better. But, whoa. So let's put up front of the camera while it's on. And now that side. Well, from that side, it's got some detailing on it and looks plausible to be a gun. So we can just give it to this guy here. Yep. And he now has a little, well, dropped gun behind him. Admittedly, you wouldn't leave a gun out like that for long. You need to collect it up and bring it back for repairs and reuse. But, you know, it makes some nice decoration at least. Just cross those off. And we are officially done with for the Loyalist section. So, yeah. Let's get them all together. sorry, I don't see like the commanders being in the front row. That's not really something they ever traditionally did in battle, and so I don't know how this is going to look at the end now. And we have the single Chaos Soldier up at the front, because that seems fair. And that's what we have so far. So, thanks for coming to my builds again. I'm going to be carrying on with this in my next build slot. That's a while now, but I mean, I give notifications, right? So, thanks for coming. I hope you enjoyed me building this lot. And hopefully you come next time to see the rest. Okay. Okay, and bye.